Today we got something really interesting to look at. Gosh, you know what? There's still a learning curve on this video production stuff. I just did the whole show without turning on the microphone, so we're going to do it over. Today we are looking at a product that I did not even realize existed until a couple of weeks ago. I mean, I did. It's a mini PC. And I didn't know that they made ones that were like the size of a hardback book, maybe even as like this box here. But I didn't realize they made little dinky ones, which is what we got right here. It's a Beelink. It weighs nothing. I mean, this weighs like what, 5 or 6 ounces? It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. 256 gigabytes of an SSD drive, so that's pretty slick. It's got 2 USB ports up front, a headphone port, power button, and on the back it's got 2 more USB ports that I've got this generic keyboard and mouse plugged into. It's got a Ethernet LAN connector. It's got 2 HDMI outputs, and then it's got the power plug and what I believe is the little locking port for those cables. I forget what they call them. But anyway, so this sells in the low 200s on Amazon. And what does it do? Well, it pretty much does everything. I just used it for the very first time. When I recorded this the first time when I screwed up and didn't turn on the microphone, that was absolutely the first time I pulled it out of the box and started it up. I couldn't show you the whole process because it takes a while. You know, it comes up, it has to do the first time setup. You do some settings, you log into your Microsoft account, which I had to look up. I had no idea what my Microsoft account. Get on the Wi-Fi network, all that kind of stuff. And I got to be honest with you. I'm a Mac guy. I have not used a Windows PC other than for a few minutes at a time here and there for 12 years. So I'm not going to be your best source for comparative analysis here. But, you know, I know my way around. One thing I wasn't able to figure out was, at least not in a short amount of time, was I wanted to do a speed test on the disk. I used to using Blackmagic Designs disk speed test on the Mac, and since they make video equipment and stuff, including the stuff I use here for my studio, that's what I'm used to. That's what I wanted to compare it to. But for whatever reason, I had a bad experience already. I tried to go onto the web browser and the Microsoft Store looking for it. Saw all kinds of references to it, but I never could actually find it. When I did find what claimed to have a link to it, all I got were all these websites that tried to make you accept notifications and all kinds of stuff from them. That just seemed like a real scam. I don't know if this is something you guys run into every day in the Windows world when you try to get little utilities and stuff, but I gave up. Anyway, this isn't a Mac versus PC. It's not even a Windows review. This is just, does this little mini PC do the job? And I would say that for probably anything except gaming, it's going to do word processing. It's going to do web browsing. It's going to do spreadsheets. It's going to drive both monitors at once. So that's pretty cool, especially for my studio here. It means I can watch it on this display while at the same time sending a second output to my mixer here to record it so that you can see it. Okay, so welcome back. Had to cut there. A helicopter just literally flew right over my house and made a sound like Armageddon. I probably should have recorded it. They're always up here checking for forest fires and power line issues and stuff. But anyway, so let's take a quick look at the Beelink GK35 actually in action here. So here's a familiar Windows screen. You know, familiar start menu. Even got links to Disney Plus now. Look at that. We got a file browser. We got, you know, all the normal stuff. Here we got the disk confirming it's 256. CPU stuff. You know, this isn't this isn't a rocket. This isn't meant to be a gaming machine. But you need something like this for a kiosk or a guest room or something like that. How can you go wrong? I mean, it's under $200 with the coupons and can pretty much go anywhere. It's low power. That's just a little 12-volt power supply with a 2-amp current. I don't know how much it's actually using. So let's go back here. The browser, you know, I don't have the world's fastest internet up here in the mountains, but it's responsive. It scrolls. The pages come up just as fast as my internet will give them. I went to the Beelink page, and you can see they have got all kinds of them. I did not realize that. I did not pull this up until we started filming. All different RAM and disk sizes. They all have Intel Celeron processors. Let's see. Let's look at 8 gigabytes. Do they have drive size? Do we see that in there? Oh, hard drive size. Let's just see if we can find this one. See what it's going for right now. 128, 250. Okay, so this is the one that we're looking at right now, I believe. $249, but there's a $40 coupon at the time now. So that would make it a very reasonable, you know, 200 or so bucks. I see more. Oh man, there's just all kinds. How did I not know about this? Not that I needed it, but they just got all kinds of stuff. Okay, so, you know, like I said, we're not reviewing Windows 10. We're not reviewing Macs versus PCs, anything like that. We're just reviewing whether this guy does the job. This guy does the job. You know, I don't know what to say other than that this is an amazing amount of technology in a little tiny, reasonably priced package. If it wasn't clear, it does not come with a keyboard or mouse, so you're going to have to go spend, what, $10 a piece for these? And the dual output 4K is great. I didn't find out if these were USB 3 or 2 ports. I'd be kind of surprised if it didn't have USB 3 ports now. USB 3, 4 of them. Wow. So not bad. Goodbye. Uncle Jeff gives it a thumbs up. So thanks for joining us, and we'll take a look at some cool new stuff next week. Thanks.